Hey, aloha, Mark J with a quick tip for you in terms of enrollment. I know today there's a lot of different packages with companies to come in. So let's just take three of them, 1,000, 550, and 250. And you've learned the invisible close through Go 90 Grow. If you haven't, make sure you opt in on that early notification list. Wish I had to get the prospect to close for you. But sometimes when it comes right down to filling out the application and the money, things can feel a little uncomfortable. And so we came across this, when was this, honey, in 95, 94, 95, somewhere like this. And it works beautifully because, again, you're going to give them control. So let's say that you're with a girl named Sally, and Sally wants to pay for her kid's education. Okay? All right. So I might have said, and she told you that having them get a diploma was going to feel wonderful. So I say to Sally, watching your kids walk across stage, Jack and Jill, with a college diploma in their hands and no debt and no stress for you is going to feel wonderful. Yes? Of course she's going to say yes, because that's what she told me. And that's what you'll learn in that 3-part series that's coming up, how to get the prospect to present to you. So she's going to say yes. Why do I know she's going to say yes 100% of the time? Because they're her words. And we'll show you how to get her to give you the closing statement, which is really having a clean, transparent conversation. So she said yes. Having Jack and Jill walk across stage, Sally, debt-free with no loans and no stress on you is going to feel wonderful. Yes. She's going to say yes, say, let's get you started. And then the money comes up. Start filling out the application, and when you get to the initial order, what you want to say is there's 3 ways to get started here. And we call it the country road. And I'd write this right out on a piece of paper. The country road, okay, the state highway, and the expressway. Okay? You know what I'm saying, Sally? A little country road. So this here is for people that want to take 4 to 6 years, just like a country road, sort of some side trips and meandering, and putting in about 4 or 5 hours a week. And that's a great way to go if you can stay focused for 6 years. Now, some people want to take the state highway, and that's 3 to 4 years. Okay, obviously a little faster, and they're putting in about 7 to 8 hours a week. And then there's the expressway, which will get that kid's education paid for in 1 to 2 years. Okay, and that's going to be about 10 to 12 hours a week. So it's really all the same amount of time. Sally, what would be easier for you, to take the country road, the state highway, or the expressway? So let's say you're talking to a guy and his kids are 3 and 7 and his wife's got to have a job and the kids are in daycare and all that. Harry, do you want to take the country road and get Joanne home in 4 to 6 years, 3 to 4 years, or do you want to go on the expressway and get her home in 1 to 2 years? Well, most of the time they're going to pick the expressway. And so what you say is, well, people that come in on the expressway, they get started with just $1,000, not $1,000, just $1,000. Whoa, that's a little bit of a stretch for me right now. Well, what would be easier for you then? The state highway or the expressway? That's it. And they're going to tell you one of these two, because what you've done is link what they want to the timeline that they'd like to have it in. They have control. Works 100% of the time. Now, a lot of times they say, oh, I can afford, well, how much is the country road? Well, the country road's $250, but I'll tell you what, Harry, if you put in, well, I don't know if I want to take 4 to 6 years. I'll tell you what, Harry, if you'll come in on the country road, I'm going to work with you every one of those 10 hours a week. You can put an expressway time, and then you can upgrade your package as we start earning money. Does that make sense, Harry? And as soon as he says it makes sense, he's in and he's pulling out his card and he's ready to get started. with you collaborating with him. And I want to tell you what the key to this is. The key to this thing is I'm closing on what they want and when they want it by. What we do here, what changed everything,
We can work the business, but we can't spell.
okay, I can work the business, but I can't spell. It's about collaborating about other people's dreams and helping them get it in a timeline that's going to make them happy. You come from the heart around that, and you use this country road, state highway, expressway, and you'll be enrolling people. Leave me a comment down below. If you're seeing this on YouTube, get over to the World's Laziest Networker. There's a lot of skills over there. And don't forget to grab that early notification for yourself. Peace be the journey. See you on the beaches of the world.